This father had just been released from prison when he saw the principal throw a book at his son's head and threatened to expel him in front of the entire school. His son, ranked last in the class, didn't seem to care until he saw his father and froze in shock. Instead of criticizing his son, the father made a bet with the principal. If his son couldn't make it into the top 10 of his grade, he would leave the school voluntarily. Even the principal was stunned by this bold wager. What no one knew was that the father didn't even have enough money to buy his son a bowl of noodles. He thought his engineering qualifications would make finding a job easy, but reality proved otherwise. No one would hire him. He told his son, "As long as we don't give up, Dad will definitely find a good job." The next day, while taking his son to school, he noticed a group of workers struggling to figure out how to demolish a water tower. They couldn't find the right blasting points, which was delaying the entire project. Seeing the furious boss, Howen stepped forward and offered to solve the problem for 500 yuan. The boss replied, "If you can fix it, I'll give you 800. The father simply took a plastic hose and a pen. He filled the hose with water, tied one end around his waist and the other around another worker. When they stood at the same height, water began flowing out, demonstrating that liquid pressure is equal at the same level in a container. A simple physics principle solved the engineering team's major problem. Impressed by his knowledge, the boss immediately hired him as an engineering consultant. Seeing his father valued for his knowledge, the son finally understood the importance of learning. Strangely, the father never pushed his son to study or even asked him to read textbooks. He simply asked what he wanted to be when he grew up. "If I can't get into university, I'll just end up selling things on the street," the son replied. "That's not true," his father said. He encouraged his son to find something he loved and pursue it wholeheartedly, but the son felt he wasn't good at anything. Sensing his son's lack of confidence, the father measured a textbook with a ruler, just 11 centimeters. "You only need to study 0.1 centimeters each day before the exam," he said. When the son asked for help with homework, his father replied, "I've already been tutoring you all day." The son didn't understand then, but later realized his father meant teaching him about life itself. He was cultivating his son's ability to think independently beyond textbooks. From that day on, the son developed a strong interest in learning. He listened attentively in class, and subjects that once seemed boring suddenly became fascinating. His grades improved significantly. As the father's work stabilized, he still never helped with homework. Instead, he took his son running and playing every day. When his son encountered academic difficulties, the father never gave direct answers. In his view, life has no standard answers. He took his son to the mountains and fields, letting him experience, create, and find his own answers to life. But to the principal, this looked like neglecting studies. One day, when the son arrived late to school, the principal threw his model airplane from his backpack out the window, shattering the boy's only dream. The son cried to his father, "Studying is too hard." Just then, neighbors who had learned about the father's release from prison came to their door, demanding they leave. Suddenly, the father erupted in anger, shouting at the crowd, "I will never give up." His outburst frightened everyone away. The son finally understood his father's message. "I'll be like Dad. I'll never give up," he said. The father said nothing, but as he wiped his face with a towel, he wept, and his son saw everything. Under his father's guidance, Maffei developed a deep interest in aviation.